So we walk by because she's literally standing in the entrance. My horse turns his head. She takes her hand and literally slaps my horse. I'm already annoyed. This is already not going well. Oh, I haven't recorded these in a while. Dude, I always say that. Find me a video where I don't say, wow, I haven't recorded in a while. That's just because I'm fucking inconsistent. Hi, I'm 𝕨𝙬. I've been 𝕨𝙬. If you know me, hi. If you don't know me, hi. Today, I just wanted to do like a story time of my experience with my horse at a horse show. And this is why I think, in a way, I'm so aggressive with other people at horse shows. I try to be kind in the arenas, of course, but I don't like interacting with people anymore at horse shows because of this. So yeah, I just wanted to tell this story because, to be honest, I can't really find anything that's like recent in the horse community that I want to cover, simply because of the fact that like everything that is like slightly recent has passed already because I take too long. Everything that I would want to do a video with has already been like covered. So it's like, to be honest, it's like completely useless. TBH, this is one of the most traumatic stories of my life. I fear, like, I've been through like real big girl shit, and yet this is somehow the scariest day of my life. I want you to know that, like, just because it's my horse and my horse is like my baby. This story takes place back in like 2024, summer 2024. Back then is when I'm doing the 𝚬𝕚 show jumping, and I'm at like a relatively large horse show, but it's one of those like reoccurring horse shows that happens like over and over again. Watch me get like freaking ambushed by a wolf mid-story. Oh my god, what did I just say? What did I just say? I have been going to this horse show for a while. Like I've gone multiple times. I'm aware of like, you know, the showgrounds. I know where I am essentially. So we've been showing for a couple days because we're there for a week. So it's about 3 days in and we're giving our horses a break. So we're just going around and we're just kind of walking. We're just walking in the arena because I wanted to like sort of let him sort of be desensitized, because the other days in the warm-up arena there were what the freak? No, I don't want this. There were a few incidents he would get a little nervous because there were just so many horses in the show ring, and then there were so many horses in the warm-up arena because they were all like, you know, warming up for like 2 different arenas. So there were no actual incidents, but like I just wanted to like sort of let him know like, hey, there is a lot of horses in here, but like that's all right. We can like, you know, survive. Like we're gonna be fine. We can still like, do all our stuff. I'm like trying to remember this story because it happened so long ago, but I just like remember so distinctly like the next event. So I'm like trying to remember what like led up to this happening. There had been this girl at the show ring for a few days, and she had draw reins on, which already you know that I hate. Actually, you guys don't know how much I hate draw reins because I haven't made a video on that yet. Don't worry. It's coming. Draw reins are completely useless, and if you use draw reins and are a draw rein defender, please unfollow me. Oh my god, get away from me, you muppet. They're absolutely never necessary in training a horse. They are a temporary solution, so you should never, ever, and I mean like literally ever, be wearing them for 3 days in a row in the warm-up arena. Not only that, but have them so incredibly tight that your horse is basically kissing its own. This horse is kissing its own chest. That's how freaking tight this shit is. A, they should never be on in the first place. B, they should absolutely never, under like literally any circumstance, ever be that tight. No equipment should ever be so tight that your horse is literally bending its neck so aggressively that it can like hardly see what's in front of it. Rule number 1, if your horse is bent unnaturally because of a piece of equipment you're using, you're not using the equipment correctly. And I don't think there is a correct use for draw reins. There is like no, in my opinion, there is no correct way to use draw reins. They are a temporary fix to a permanent problem. You can fix what you are trying to fix with draw reins permanently, but you're choosing to use draw reins as a temporary solution or a quick fix, and it's not going to help you in the long run. I promise you that if you invest into training your horse, then you're going to get a lot farther than if you just use draw reins, okay? I literally swear on my life, I will, if this is untrue, work 50 days on exercises, like proven exercises, for the stuff that you are trying to get your draw reins to do. I guarantee you it will be more successful than whatever you were getting done with the draw reins. Guarantee. Text me on Instagram, at 𝚐𝚐Steel. If that does not work, I will Venmo you $500 and you can buy as many draw reins as you want. But I promise you, I don't even think I'll believe you. Anyway, quick rant on draw reins over. She has these draw reins so tight that her horse is kissing his own chest. Me and my barn mates have noticed this over the few days we've been there, because we've been there for about 3 days and this is our 4th day, and she's still in the warm-up arena. I don't remember a single day that I've seen her show. She's never in show clothes. However, she always has these draw reins on, and my friends have started pointing out, we're like, yo, this is not cool. So nobody's talked to her face to face yet, but my trainer literally told me, like, 𝕭𝕟, can you please go tell that girl to, like, get out of the arena. I talked to the show administrator and she wants to speak to her. I go up to this girl, and my horse is on a loose rein, relaxed, and her horse is on the tightest rein imaginable, and I swear to God, I've never seen a horse with more stress in its eyes than that horse in that moment. And I just, like, my heart was breaking. I can't believe that people are just, like, able to do that to animals. Seriously, it's that type of thing where if you look at the horse, any basic knowledge of animals in general, like, you don't even have to have been around a horse before. If you looked in that thing's eyes, you could tell it was terrified. She was jumping this horse over, like, 3-foot 𝕭𝑟s, but the horse wasn't able to see the jump until, like, 2 steps ahead of it. So that already is like, what the fuck are you doing? Because your horse can't see, you can't see, your horse is going to trip over its own feet and you're both gonna fucking die. So, like, I don't know what the purpose of that was. Like, what is this suicide mission for both you and your horse? Like, this is dumb, you're dumb, this is fucking stupid. Sorry that I'm so pissed off. This woman actually does something to my horse in a few seconds that I really will never forgive anyone for. So, after this, I walk up to her and I say, hey, in a nice way, I'm like, hey, your draw reins are too tight, they're trying to kick you off the showgrounds. And I guess she thinks that I'm telling her that I'm going to report her for horse abuse, which technically I kind of did, but it wasn't even me, it was my barn mates. And I'm just telling her, like, yo, you cannot be training in here anymore. Like, my trainer, like, just talked to the show associate, they're trying to get you fucking out of here, so can you, like, please? She thinks that I'm telling her I'm going to report her. And she looks me dead in the eyes and says, well, maybe if you use these draw reins on your horse, he'd be less aggressive. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm gonna input a photo of my chill-ass horse right here. My horse, I don't think he has an aggressive bone in his body. Like, I don't think there is anything in this horse that can be seen as remotely antagonistic, especially not in this moment. My horse is doing fuck all. He's just standing there with a loose rein. Maybe he's, like, tossing his head around to get flies away from him, but that's not aggressive. He's just, like, doesn't like the flies. I'm immediately like, whoa, what are you on about? Why are you digging your grave, like, there's no reason for you to be, like, doing this much shit. What are you talking about? My horse isn't being aggressive. He's not even doing anything. This is one of the craziest stories, and it's like, it doesn't even sound real to me. Like, I can't even believe this happened. Like, sometimes I have to, like, pause and be like, holy shit, this is my life. So I tell her, like, dude, I'm not trying to report you. Like, I just got told to tell you, like, to get out of the arena. And I don't know why they told me to do this, because I'm freaking a teenager, and she's, like, 30. There is no reason for her to listen to me. Like, there's nothing that I can say to her that's gonna make her want to listen to me. Like, she does not have to do anything I say. And at the end of the day, she doesn't do what I say, even though it's freaking not even me. Eventually, after, like, 2 minutes of her, like, trying to tell me that draw reins are not abusive, and I'm, like, trying to tell her, like, dude, I don't even fucking care, because, like, it's not even, like, being kicked out. I'm not God, I can't, like, reverse their decision to kick you out of this. You gotta go, babe, you gotta go. Like, there's nothing I can do for you right now. Like, I am not a higher up here. I need you to leave. Like, I need you to go, please. And she's, like, upset with me. Also, I don't know what she thinks, like, the weight of my report would be. I don't know if she, like, looked at me and, like, thought I was, like, I guess I do look older than I am. Like, that is just a fact. I look at max 18 or 19. Like, there's no way she thought that I was, like, a official worker there. So I don't know what my report would have told her. Honestly, I genuinely think she knew what she was doing was wrong, but was trying to ignore it. And when you're fucking kidding me? Why didn't you tell me that? It's like you can goof around me or carrying a bucket of water. Guess what? Pipe bomb. She's, like, arguing with me. I'm like, dude, can you just, like, leave the arena and, like, talk to that lady right there? Like, and this lady is, like, trying to wave her down. She's like, yo, it's me, not her. Like, can you come here, please? And she's, like, still arguing with me like I'm doing anything. At this point, I'm, like, regretting even going over because, like, you know, I talk big game online, but I am, like, pretty shy. Now I have, like, gained confidence. Back then, I had no desire. I'm not even over there. You can't attack me. I'm not even touching you. I don't really understand what happens next, but I know I just walk away, and she, like, follows me, because I think at this point, she fucking finally realizes, like, oh, I have to talk to this lady. So she's talking to this lady, and I'm eavesdropping because, like, I'm a nosy bitch, and she's, like, essentially saying, like, no, there's all these studies that say draw reins are good for your horse, and this lady's like, yeah, we're not trying to say draw reins are bad, because, you know, at the end of the day, draw reins aren't proven abusive, so it's, like, whatever, but she's essentially saying, like, it's not the draw reins as much as it is the way you're using them. In the same way that you would say, it's not the crop, it's the way you're using it. It's not the bit, it's the person who's using it. In the same way that someone would say that, she's essentially saying, like, you are abusing your horse right now. Like, this is not okay. The way you are using this equipment is abusive. It doesn't matter if the equipment is or is not abusive. So this does not please her, of course. She, like, throws her hand at me. Again, I'm still a child. Like, I haven't aged up in this time. Like, I don't know why I'm being targeted. She's like, well, that girl right there, her horse is out of control. Because, again, I'm, like, riding with sort of, like, a loose rein. Like, I only have one hand on the buckle, and he's sort of just, like, stretching his neck out. So we walk by, because she's literally standing in the entrance. My horse turns his head. She takes her hand and literally slaps my horse. You know, it sounds so cringe to say I saw red, but I literally did. It wasn't like a soft tap. It was like a pretty good, like, hit, and she missed. But if she had hit my horse, it would have caused, like, serious pain. Not that any, you know, slap feels good, but this was a considerable bonk. There's no reason for this woman to be hitting my horse like that, like, literally ever. Like, if it's someone else's horse, I get it if they're trying to bite you, but, like, seriously, which is actually what she argued. The show associate that is trying to kick her off, that she's arguing with, sees her literally try and fucking beat the shit out of my horse, and she's like, holy cow, literally get out, like, we have to take you out of here. We're gonna call security if you don't fucking leave. Also, I don't even think they have security. I think they were, like, mad bluffing, but, like, I don't blame them, because she was kind of, like, psychotic. You have to get out of here. Like, you just tried to assault a horse, and the rider is also a child. Like, this is lawsuit material. Obviously, it's not on camera, and obviously we wouldn't go through the process of suing someone because of something like that, which it's really annoying, and it's really rude and, like, evil of her. It's really, like, super villain, evil bullshit, like, actual asshole activities to do that shit. But there's no point to suing her. Like, obviously what she did was not okay, and I'm not ever going to, like, say, like, what she did doesn't deserve a lawsuit. Like, that, would I blame someone if they sued someone over that? No, I would not. But were we going to? No. That was never in the cards. But it was obvious to the show manager that she was talking to that it was a thing that could potentially happen. So she was like, dude, you're gonna just make this worse. My trainer at this point is screaming at her. She's like, how dare you hit that horse? How dare you? And she's like, no, he tried to bite my horse. He tried to bite my horse. He's out of control. They're arguing, and at this point, I am, like, shocked. So I turn to my trainer's daughter, and she's waving at me, like, come over here, come over here. So I, like, essentially gallop away, because I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. At this point, I'm like, okay, like, my horse is not safe. I am not safe. Nobody in this situation is safe. There are adults that are managing this right now. I'm gonna get out of here. So I went over to her, and at that point I was, like, hyperventilating because, again, I'm really non-confrontational, and I didn't really know what I was getting into, and I'm, like, borderline in tears. We walk back, we're trying to, like, recount what just happened. We can hear my trainer, like, still screaming, by the way. I, like, go to check on my horse. My horse is completely fine because he, like, dodged. Like, he, like, MMA dodged this woman. For a few days after that, every time someone would go and put their hand up to pet him, he would sort of flinch back, and he still does sometimes. And I have to explain that story to people who, like, try and pet my horse. You have to sort of let him come to you because someone tried to fucking slap him in the face. And so we come back later, and the show associate comes up to me. This is the funniest part of this story. She says, I'm so sorry that happened. I can't believe, like, she can't even believe it. She's like, what the fuck just happened, dude? And we're both like, yeah, no, I don't even know what's going on. She's like, I'm so sorry that it happened. You know what? If you want to just take a first place ribbon, you can have it. Because I feel so bad. Like, you can have a first place ribbon. And these first place ribbons are like these really ornate decorative ribbons. And I would like to say that I was like the bigger person and didn't take that first place ribbon and I went and won it the next day. I took that fucking ribbon and I still have that fucking ribbon because I deserved it for everything that I went through. I deserved that goddamn ribbon so badly. You cannot convince me otherwise. Okay, that is the story that I wanted to share with you guys. It's just such an unreal story that I have. Someone in the comments is gonna be like fucking making this shit up. And it's like, dude, I wish because my horse is traumatized. Don't use draw reins. Don't ever talk to people at shows when they're doing something like that, especially when you can tell they're doing something abusive. Don't talk to them, because what I didn't really like comprehend is that people who do shit like that are not mentally alright. They will hurt you and your animals too. If they're gonna hurt their animal, there's no reason that they wouldn't hurt yours. I didn't really know what to do a story on, so I wanted to share my own personal experience and sort of as a warning for people that are getting into the horse show industry. It's bad. It is bad. This is a terrible industry. There is so much shit that goes on. You are never safe. Keep an eye out. People really suck. Thank you guys for watching this video. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I know it's been a while since I made a video, so I hope this is satisfactory and like, you know, cleanses your like desire to see me again. Yeah, bye bye.